Hello, my name is Laura, and I'll be your teacher during the film module. People say that an image is like 1,000 words. So imagine the power that a video can have. We are constantly looking at videos, right? On smartphones, on desktops, laptops, tablets, everywhere, and mostly all of the time, right? Hours a day. When we are in the restaurant and waiting for our meal, when we're in the subway, when we get bored, when we're curious and want to know what's new on social media. So we're always looking at videos. But a video needs to stand out, right? If we're talking about a company, a person, a product, we need to make this video engaging. We need to make it original, interesting, so that people watch it, hopefully, until the end. Which is a real challenge nowadays because most of the people don't have the patience to watch it until the end. So this is why we need to learn some tricks together in order to make interesting and compelling videos, in order to engage our audience and increase our sales, increase awareness about us, about our company, or simply get more followers, get more a bigger community that watches our videos, shares our videos, and yes, we entertain them with our videos. A video is really more convincing and appealing than a static image, right? I mean, most of the advertisement is based on photography, is based on visuals, but the more often companies adopt the video marketing strategies in their communication strategies. Through an online video, you can reach more people. You can get an increased engagement rate when people start to like and to share your videos and comment and become leads. Yes, this means purchase your product. You can increase awareness, as I said, if you're a new company, new on the market. If you start to develop interesting videos, people know about you. Yes. You can also increase the numbers of customers and sales if you create good videos. Of course, it's everyone's dream to create viral videos. This means a video that has millions of views online, but it's a challenge. So it's not so easy to have a viral video. It's not impossible though. But if you have an engaging video, an inspirational, motivational, or funny video, simply funny video, then you can achieve this dream to get your video viral. If you talk about videos, there are several types of videos. Yes, so video, it's a generic term. Even a GIF can be a video. Yes, it's the simplest form of video. It's an animation of a short duration where something moves. So it's not really a video, but it's at the border between static image and video. So you can also think about GIFs in your communication strategy. But there are other types of video in the online environment nowadays. One of them is the corporate video. So imagine you have a company, you're a company, person, an entity that has to offer products or services on the market, and you create a corporate video. Then we can talk about training videos, like this here, for instance. Yes, it's a training video, a tutorial. We'll have tutorials on various softwares. This is also a type of video that it's really increased in popularity. Webinars. Webinars are these sorts of videos when an expert, a person that has really experience in a field, in a subject, talks to the audience online. You can have access to webinars for free, or you can pay a small amount, subscribe, and get access to the webinar. And the information is really valuable, and you learn things that you cannot read on the internet or find so easily. So webinars are also really, really popular. Even before the pandemic, live streaming videos and live streamings on online platforms gained in popularity. So all the online platforms have now the possibility for live streamings: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of them, yes. And the good thing about live streamings is the feeling of that it's happening now, of immediacy. Yes, everything is happening now, and the audience watches this live video from their smartphones and their desktops, and they have the feeling that, oh, they're actually there, so it's happening now and you cannot miss it. There are also some softwares that convert static text into moving images and animations. Why is this good? Well, what would you prefer? Reading a text and scroll down and see only text with, I don't know, difficult information, data, percentages, and things like that? Or would you like to have them in a video? It's obviously that we all prefer videos because it's more easy to understand the information and to not get bored, like I said, to watch it until the end. So these softwares convert automatically text and into images. They add sound, music, they move the text through little effects. So you don't need to actually know a video editing software and spend hours editing this text. You can just type it there and it will do it automatically for you. So really, look on Google and there are a lot of tools like this. Another type of video that is really, really popular now is the podcast. So even if we're used to associate podcasts with audio only, yes, on SoundCloud and other platforms, podcasts are also with video. Yes, so there are successful video podcasts where a moderator, a host, invites guests and includes, I don't know, under a main idea and a main style, different guests, and they talk about different topics. And the key here to success is to make them also engaging and always bringing up new content. When it comes to video marketing and to video in general, there are some trends that you need to look out for on Google, and you need to really know what are the current trends. So every year trends change, yes, like in fashion. And what is currently really, really popular is are the videos in vertical format. Yes, this is not something really new. I mean, we know we're used to vertical formats videos since Instagram with its stories appeared, and now TikTok and other platforms. But there are also tools and really, really video marketing campaigns that create their content in a vertical format. Yes, so not like you see me now, but in the smartphone format. There are also a trend in using stop motion videos. What is stop motion? Is when you create like a little animation. Yes, the term comes from animation actually. And you have an object, for instance, and you move it a little bit, yes, and then when you put those images together, it looks like a little video. Of course, it lacks the fluency, yes, like real footage, like real shooting, but it's really interesting, and you can create a lot of cool and interesting and funny things with this technique. Yes, so consider also stop motion when you think about your videos. Of course, what is also trendy nowadays is to use intertitles. This means adding text on the video. Why do we use that? As I said, we are constantly on our mobile devices, yes, but admit it, most of the time we watch the videos without sound because we're in public places and we don't have our earplugs, and we just watch and scroll and simply, I don't know, do it more superficial. We would miss the content if we watch those videos without sound. It's obvious. Yeah, we'd look at images, but we wouldn't know if we wouldn't even know for what the video is, yes, about. I mean, we wouldn't really know. So we need to have information in text. So now I'm sure you can remember that you saw recently videos that have text, yes? So what the people say, if you watch it without sound, you can read. Or you can have various call to actions. I will explain right away what a call to action is, inscripted in the video. This is good because you can see what the company is, you can see what you need to do. Do you need to dial a number? Do you need to order a product? Is it something that you can buy now cheaper? Is it a, I don't know, promotion on something? So it's really good to think about this text on the image. Returning to call to action. It's good in marketing to have always a call to action. This means when your client or your potential client sees your ad, image, text, video, audio, no matter what, he or she should know what he or she has to do, right? As I said, can someone buy your product now cheaper? Can someone get a free product if he buys 2 products, get 2 and 1 for free? Do we need to subscribe for something? So it has to be a call to action. And this call to action can have the example like buy now, order today and get 20% discount. Order now and you get a free delivery, yes? Invite someone and you can have a 50% discount, something like that. But these call to actions should force the potential customer or the customer to act now, to act really fast. Don't think about in an hour or tomorrow. I mean, really act now. Grab the phone and dial now the number. So these call to actions are really, really powerful and very important when you think about your videos. Don't shoot a video just shoot it. I mean, it's pointless. You need to have a strategy. You need to have some objectives, some I don't know, ideas that you want to look out for and build audio strategy around it. And now we talk about a video. What is actually a video? A video is a succession of static images. But this succession of static images, like pictures, photography, yes, should happen at a certain frame rate. So that we, I mean, by this we people and humans with our eyes and our brain can perceive it as fluent. Of course, when we shot on film, couple of years ago, I mean, people shoot out now on film, but it's not so trendy anymore. Everyone switched to digital. The standard was 24 frames per second. What means 24 frames per second? It means I need to have 24 images that move a little bit so that in 1 second, I have the impression that, okay, they're moving. If I have more or less, it would affect this fluency. Nowadays, we're not shooting on film anymore. I mean, not so often. We switch to digital. And depending on the equipment that you use and depending on the purpose that you have with your video, you can film at 25 frames per second, at 30 frames per second, at 23.97 frames per second. So think about it as how many images do you need per second to get this illusion of movement. Of course, when we vary the frame rate, we can obtain interesting effects like slow motion or speed. If you increase the number of frames per second, you will have slow motion. Yes, of course, you can see it's slow motion even if you have, let's say, 50 or 60 frames per second. But a more impressive movement in sport, explosion, water drop falling, will result more powerful if we talk about 200 frames per second, 1000 frames per second. So a really increased number of frame rates. It will result in a spectacular slow motion effect. If we reduce, on the other hand, the numbers of frames per second, we will have an accelerated image, like time lapse, if you know, yes, the scenery and you see the clouds moving, okay? So we can use these accelerated numbers of frames when we have time-lapse shots, when we want to present an action in a more faster manner because we would bore otherwise the audience, or for obtaining funny effects. It's funny to see someone moving really fast, like faster like Charlie Chaplin, if you know the old movies. Yes, they were shot not with 24 frames per second, with less, and this is why we get the impression that the people, the character, move very fast. Of course, we can obtain slow motion and speed also in the video editing phase. Yes, there are plugins and effects that help us to modify the time duration and obtain these results. But for best video results and fewer artifacts, it's really good to have a camera, a special camera. Of course, they are more expensive, the good ones that have the possibility to shoot in big slow motion. But it's not, you cannot compare the effect shooting at a increased number of frame rate with doing it only in the dedicated software. So it's better to do it at the shooting, while shooting. Besides the frame rate, a video is also important if we talk about aspect ratio. What is an aspect ratio? It's a ratio of its width and its heat. Yes, so the heat of the video, okay, now we talk about vertical formats, it's everything upside down. But if we think about, I don't know, a couple of years ago when we had analog video, yes, and the standard definition TV, so there wasn't any HD, the aspect ratio was 4:3. This means 4 width, 3 heat, yes. Nowadays, we mostly film in 16:9. Yes, this is a standard for HD TV, high definition televisions, smartphones, full HD, 4K, 5K, all the rest, yes. But now, if we talk about a movie for cinema release, the aspect ratio is even wider. Yes, I'm sure you all saw in the movies, in the movie theaters, the big blockbusters at Hollywood are really wide. Yes, so aspect ratios like 2.35 to 1 or 2.75 to 1 for really widescreen theatrical showings. In ads, in video online, it's enough to have HD 16:9, and we'll talk later about resolution. Yes, the resolution depends on the camera that you choose. It's better to shoot at a bigger resolution, like 4K, 2K, I don't know, bigger depending on what equipment you have at your disposal, at your needs, and then simply edit it in HD, export it in HD. It's really enough for online. Most of the people watch it anyway HD on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's really enough. That would be it, our introduction video, and looking forward to see you in our next video when we talk about developing the film.